Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. It's Molly, your Quantum Leap Queen. Thanks for joining me on this reading. These readings are timeless. They are a resource for you to come utilize whenever you need some nourishment in your life. And so, if you clicked on this reading, trust that there's a message here for you. I'm going to set the intention right off the bat to give this group the best messages that they need to hear today. And I'm going to start with the tarot. Today I'm starting with the Rainbow Tarot. So let's get into the details. Let's see here. What is this group needing some nourishment around today? Gotta flip over. Let's see here. The Knight of Swords. Okay. Already I can sense in the energy there is some frustration about where you're currently sitting and wanting to move forward but not wanting to move forward but not feeling quite like you have the energy to. It was like it's like things have been better in the past for you, but like right now is a little bit difficult. And you're like wanting to get back to how it was, if that makes sense. So let's see, what else? What's going on? I have the Seven of Pentacles. You feel like you've been doing a lot of work, but you just feel like it's not being seen or rewarded, or you're just frustrated where you're at. But you feel like you've been putting in the work for things to happen. And so you're getting just a little anxious, I feel like, right where you're sitting. Yeah, I have Judgment out. I have the Five of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay. So really, I'm seeing like you have such potential here to turn pain into passion. That's what I feel this message is about. You really have been going through it emotionally or had been going through it. It's either now or in the past. And with the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's like you really can turn and alchemize this pain into something beautiful, something artistic. And I think that's what you're wanting to do, but I get this energy of like you're being a little bit impatient where you're at right now on the journey. Because I got Judgment out with this deck as well, or of this card spread here, and it's just telling me that you need to come to terms with just how things are. It's not like I'm just getting a little bit like of anxious energy. It's like you really want things to be slightly different than how they are right now. But the message is you got to come back to acceptance of where things are and not wishing or wanting them to be different, because you are in this process. This is a long process. This is not an overnight thing, but this is such a powerful, potent process, and you have to give yourself grace for it. My laptop, 1 second. Okay. You have to give yourself grace for exactly where you're at. Because what you're building is not easy. And it takes a lot of courage. And so they're like, it's like a reminder for you, like, hey, you're doing a lot right now. Just because you're not seeing the expectations of how you want things to be right now doesn't mean things aren't happening. So it's a little bit of tough love for you to say, like, slow down, accept, because the work is happening. The energy is absolutely flowing. But you may not be seeing the results that your ego wants or your mind wants yet. But it's not for your ego or for your mind. This is for the whole. So what else for this group? What can I help them to see here? We have the Four of Wands. The commitment is there, right? Like the commitment is there to yourself. Like come back to that. And really like surrender and let go and trust that the timing is perfect and that you're being given the guidance 100%. So the most important thing is just to keep coming back to you, keep choosing you, keep dancing with you in the energies of you, even when they kind of suck to be in, when you are a little bit uncomfortable where you're currently sitting. It's important to still make room and space to just dance a little and to let it out. Like just have some room for play as well with all the work that you're doing. Because it could be like there needs to be more balance too between you and reality. What's the best advice for this group at this time, what they're experiencing? I have the Four of Cups and I have the Four of Swords. Okay, beautiful. Two four energies, and it's giving me such a good message here to say when you're starting to feel like that meh or just dissatisfaction and wishing things were different, this is actually when you need to drop into rest and meditation, because I'm hearing this message like you need to drop more into your body because it's your mind that is driving you a little crazy with these things. So you gotta either like move it out, like do some kind of physical activity, or like truly give your mind a rest and like do a meditation where you become nothingness. You have tools that will help you get back into your body instead of being anxiety in the mind. So that's it. There needs to be a balance here, which is what I was getting in the energy earlier. There needs to be a balance between the mind and the body. So that's where you're coming back to balance. And the fours, those are stability. I think four legs of a table. That's what you're wanting in your mind and in your body, coming back to that. Because sometimes, at least what I'm getting with this group and in the current energy, the mind goes a little crazy sometimes. So, and then you start to feel that anxiousness in the body. So there just needs to be like some movement and some cleansing. And ultimately the word is balance, coming back to balance between your mind and body. What else? Any final messages from the tarot before we move into some oracle messages? Last advice for this group? We have the Three of Cups, yes, and the Nine of Cups, yes. It's about living in the moment more, creating more space for joy, and having fun exactly where things are at. And now the sun's coming out again, so slowing it down and being so grateful for exactly where you are at. That is crucial. Having more fun with friends if you can, obviously in a way that's healthy. And then the Nine of Cups, like really nurturing your inner world. Really nurturing your inner world. That is all going to be so crucial for you. And will help you to get back to a place of balance. Okay. Let's move on now. Let's pull from some cards. Some oracle cards. I'm gonna start with the Rainbow Brain Skull. We'll start with this deck. Let's take a look and see. This card, it doesn't have any words, okay? It's just number 15. I'll look up the meaning here, but there's this, circus going on in the background, and then there's this guy off by himself playing with some rocks. And I honestly feel like this is what you need to do right now. You need to kind of at times, let the circus of life just be the circus of life. And you need to just let it be, and you need to go off on your own and play. And to me, the rocks also are symbolic of trying new things, trying out different things. So I'm going to read what it says specifically. Okay, take a break from cheering and jeering at the circus. Haven't you noticed that it's always been this way? No one is forcing you to participate. You can always step outside and do something else. And that's exactly what you need to do, because sometimes you become so a part of the circus that you forget that you can step away from it. And that just shows like how much passion you have, for life and how you want things to go a certain way. But really, to help break up the pattern of that stuckness and that like the illusion of being in the matrix so hard, is truly to just step away and play with rocks. It can look that literal by going out into nature, perhaps. But also, it's just about allowing things just to be as they are, and to still go off and have fun and have joy and participate in the things you want to, without that added pressure of like, I can't enjoy until things are looking a specific kind of way. So that's just a message to get outside of it. Okay. Let's move on. I'm gonna throw some astro dice for you, and then I'll get into my astro deck. So what is this group currently experiencing? What nourishment do they need? Okay, so I have Scorpio, the Scorpio moon in the 12th house. Oh my god. That's such a deadly combo. Okay, Scorpio, moon, 12th. Okay. Oh, 12th. So you are going through a really deep transformation, always with Scorpio. But a Scorpio moon also is like known as a Hades moon. Well, I should say that's like when Pluto and the moon are very close together. That's known as a Hades moon. And it's just like extra difficult, okay? So I think emotionally you could be going through a lot right now, because the moon is our emotions, represents our emotions in our inner world. You could be experiencing a lot right now. A lot of transformation happening in your emotional world. Also because it's in the 12th house. It's the last house of the zodiac. It is Pisces energy, and it's basically the karmic completion. So whatever you are completing, it is going out with a bang. It is not easy at all, but it's so like perfectly divine. Like, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and there's always a Pluto promise. So when you're going through such deep, dark transformation, there is a promise that that it is worth it, that there is something on the other side that you are cultivating. So I've been seeing like Pluto or like Scorpio energy as like the farmer. And it's the farmer's time to till the soil. So literally, like everything you knew is starting to be torn up and started fresh. So you can look at it that way. You're in the tearing up process. You have to tear it up. You have to till the soil for there to be new growth, new oxygen to the soil, new nutrients. Like you have to have that period where you're just focusing on the soil, because the soil then is like obviously what creates everything else. So it is such a crucial moment for you emotionally, but it's going to be so worth it. I promise you. You're not going to see the results right away, of course, but just that reminder that what you're going through isn't for nothing. It is for something beautiful, because usually with these Scorpio/Pluto energies, they are so potent in giving you something that is like beyond what you could have imagined, something that aligns with your soul so deeply, because Scorpio is a water sign, like the moon is water. So it It's like the deepest transformation you can go through. And then that it's in the 12th house. Oof. I'm sending you a huge hug through the screen, okay? It's going to be worth it. Okay, let me see from this Astro deck what message there is. By the way, I always have the decks listed below in the description if you're wondering about them. Okay, so I have Venus in Leo with the word affair. So it could have been that even, like, yeah, and then I have isolation on the top of the deck with Saturn in Virgo. So it could have been that. It definitely could have been that, where there was just some kind of major betrayal happening in your life and you kind of had to start fresh and now you're feeling like very isolated. It could have been something like that. For sure though, yeah, there was something that just tore up your heart, especially with the moon coming out in Scorpio, just like a nightmare scenario to your emotional world and to your heart. And now you're sitting more in isolation. So this is just confirmation of what you've been through. And I think in the next decks, we're going to ask for some nourishment, but that is giving us just more details on what's happening and what you're experiencing. So next, I'm going to pull from the Animal Oracle here. And what is the best nourishment for this group? You are about to shine. And you notice how in this armadillo, like, there's dark, but there's a little bit of light there. There's a little bit. So let's read about it. 26. You are about to shine with the armadillo. Just as we see Armadillo wearing an armor of scales, this reinforces the idea of going inward. The inward work is exactly what allows us to shine outward. This inner contemplation leads to a more brilliant inner light that will eventually be witnessed and felt by all. Armadillo says that what you have to offer will be recognized. Do not get bogged down with how and when. Do not be led by outside validation. Instead, be led by the greater consciousness you were created from. We connect to our inner light when we connect to the source that created us. Armadillo's medicine asks you to create a very intimate relationship with that which created you. You are being asked to level up your daily prayers and create a dialogue with life. Drop all your wants and desires and create an intense conversation with the great mystery about receiving guidance to do what you were created to do. We all have a special gift that lies dormant within us, waiting to actualize. In this moment of deep connection to the great mystery, a mysterious energy begins to activate our gift. This conversation and prayer you create needs to feel very real. Prayer does not need to look one specific way. It is intimate communication with that which you were created from. Start speaking to life. If you create this intense mystical relationship with life daily, you will begin to witness yourself unlocking all your gifts. Life speaks back to those who speak to it, but it is your job to start the conversation. You might not receive an answer right away, but it will come to you with full force in the perfect way at the right time. The armadillo's medicine says that you are about to be seen, heard, felt, witnessed, understood, and recognized. Oh, so good. So, there's one more. It's coming for you. You are about to shine so brightly, but now is the before time where you must first integrate your gift of light through going inward and channeling the universe. Okay. Confirmations on confirmations. So you are in that deep, dark pit. However, I know you feel there's still a kernel of light within you. And I like how the light like really came out full force now for this part to say like, it's there, it's coming. And I love the talk of the connection with life and with the universe and with you. It's all you, but you do have to start that dialogue and start to create that connection and ask for the guidance. Have the humility to ask for help and for guidance, because truly that is what's going to then to create these pathways of information and synchronicities to start coming to you. And always when you go through such a dark night of the soul, you gain gifts, always. So you are gaining a new root system, truly. You're creating a new root system so that the tree can grow higher now in your life. So that was the perfect card for you from that deck. Okay, lastly here, I'm going to pull from I Create My Reality. So, what is the last perfect final message for this group to hear? What is the last message for this group? We got a few wanting to come out. There we go. Okay, life is a gift. Live in the present. What is happening right now is happening for the ultimate good. Close your eyes and take 3 deep, slow breaths while you focus on the sensations of your body. Then open your eyes and look around you. Does anything feel different? Has your perception changed? Trust that things are happening to you and around, trust that the things that are happening to you and around you are happening for the ultimate good. Accept changes that come and stay in flow with all that life presents you. Circumstances love you. Truly. Truly, truly. I know, just to share a little bit of my personal story, like I went through the darkest night of my soul, like when I went through my breakup 3-4 years ago now. And I was just like, why is this happening? It was truly like I truly died and came back to life. It was that traumatic for me. And now I'm so grateful it happened because I lived this fantastic life. I'm coming to you from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I'm 29. I'm living this beautiful life as a snowbird. So I'm here for most of the year, and then I get to go back home to Minnesota. And I have so many amazing friends. Before I moved here, I had like no friends, and now I have so many amazing like soul friends and connections. And my life is just like, I've romanticized my life, and I don't have a partner right now, and I'm just I'm so happy I'm so grateful I went through that time. Obviously it's so difficult when you're in it, but trust me, the Pluto promise, it will come back to reward you, especially when you take that time to just nurture yourself in the darkness and to do what you need to do in that dark period and come back to yourself. So whatever you are going through right now, I'm sending you so much encouragement and so much of the reminder that you're going through it for a reason. You're gaining gifts in the dark. So trust that, trust your path, and get in that connection with life at an even deeper level because you have more access to it now. Okay, that is your message. Thanks for joining me on this mystery reading. Come on back whenever you need more readings. You can like, comment, subscribe, all the good things. I have my link down below to work with me. And that is it. We'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.